What is up, YouTube? It is the Ville Outdoors here. Today is August 1st of 2023. In fact, it just turned into August about 45 minutes ago. It's currently 12:45 a.m.-ish, and we are here in Maryland. And the reason I'm fishing at night here is because supposedly there are some nocturnal species of fish that we do not yet have on our life list that we're going to try and target. Those species are going to be micro species. So we got our Tanago hook rigged up here with a little bit of worm on there. You might be able to see I have my photo tank on this rock right here. That little, yeah, you can see it probably. So we're going to try and get some fish in the photo tank, take a look at, get a few new species for our life list. I already saw a little redfin pickerel that I spooked. So we're going to try and fish these rocks over here just above the falls. There's supposedly a species of Sculpin I don't have yet on my life list. It's currently undescribed, meaning it doesn't have full species status, but we're going to try and catch it today. So when it does become a species, however many years from now, we have it on our life list. So there's a handful of other species that we may come across today. So I'll tell you a little bit more about them when we encounter them, but right now we're just trying to get those first ones up on the board. So hopefully you guys enjoy the video. It'll be a little bit different fishing at night. I'm a little sketched out by fishing at night, but right now I'm doing all right. So let's see what we can come across. Well, guys, I can say so far my luck hasn't been great. I've seen the species of two or darter that I may not have yet that I missed out on. I think I spooked a juvenile pirate perch. I haven't seen much else. Do not have any luck on the Sculpin, but we try again on our way out. I haven't seen much else yet as far as like mad toms or mud minnow goes, but I'm keeping my eyes peeled, so hopefully we can find something cool. Well, guys, I got my first fish, but it's not what I was hoping for at all. After I just missed the pirate perch, we end up with a silly little redbreast sunfish. Let's release this guy and get back in there. Alright guys, I finally got a new species there. That is going to be the pirate perch. That is species 134 for me. Pretty cool species of fish. We're going to take a shot at this guy and then we're going to let him go. Alright guys, there's our pirate perch in our photo tank there. He's a little upside down right now, but we're going to get him unhooked and let him go. Pretty cool little guy. There's a little redfin pickerel right here and just behind this log here. I don't know if you guys can see that. I'm going to try and take a picture of him with my camera, but he's not wanting to bite the bait, so we'll leave him alone since we already have that species. Alright guys, I made it out to the main river, but I'm mainly seeing just sunfish. I did just see a white perch, but I don't need those guys, so we're going to walk back up the creek here. It'll probably be a little easier to fish because all of our, you know, what do you call it, silt and stuff is getting washed away from us instead of with us. So hopefully that should make things a little bit easier. Alright guys, he just shook off the hook, but I just got my first Sculpin, and that is going to be the undescribed Delmarva Sculpin. So that is going to be technically species 135 for me. There he is. Pretty little fella. We're gonna get some shots of him and then get him in the photo tank. Alright, we got some water in the photo tank, and there's our little Delmarva Sculpin. Pretty cool little guy. I'm gonna take a few more shots of him in the photo tank there. Then we're gonna let this guy go. Pretty little fella. Alright guys, last look at our little Sculpin here. He's gonna go back in the water. He's just chilling right there. You can't see him because he blends in so well. Well, those are the two main species I wanted to catch from this creek, the pirate perch and the Delmarva Sculpin. There are a couple other species in this creek that I don't have on my life list, but I walked down to the mouth of the main creek and then back up this little run here, and I couldn't come across those that I was after. I have a couple other spots planned out. We'll see if we can hit those and how they turn out. I think it's just about 4 in the morning, or closing in to 4 in the morning, so we have about 2 hours left of darkness. So there's another Sculpin, I think. Let's see if I can get a bait close to that one, because that one was a bit bigger. Well, this was an unexpected catch, but I did catch it in the mouth. This is American eel right there. Very cool. And a lifer for me. So slimy. Let's take a shot and release this guy. Alright guys, well there he is. There's our American eel. Pretty funky looking guy. Let's go ahead and take one more shot of this guy in the photo tank here. Then we're gonna let him go. And I'm probably gonna move on to my next spot. I did not expect to catch an eel here. This guy just kind of swam up out of nowhere. I put the worm in front of his face and he took it just like that. So I will definitely take that. I've been waiting to get an American eel for a while now. Usually it doesn't take most people this long to catch an eel. Usually it's bycatch by catfishing. But for me, it's nighttime microfishing here in Maryland. Pretty cool stuff. Alright guys, last look at our eel. Our third new species of the trip. Now it's time to let him go. Oh! And he just slid right out of the top. Would you look at that? He got me all grimed up, but I'm happy to get that one out of the way. Alright guys, we made it to our next spot here. Not sure what to expect from this one. It seems a bit wider, a good bit deeper. I don't think I'm going to be weighting this one too heavily. We're probably going to be sticking closer to the banks. But we got a bunch of little fish in the shallows here, so let's see if we can get something to show up. That's interesting. The other species for the day, we got ourselves a bluegill here. Just flopped out of my hands. Haven't seen my target species yet at this location, but another species for the day. I'm gonna go ahead and let him back in the water here. He's good to go. Alright guys, didn't see our target species at this spot. I have one more spot in mind I want to hit. It's currently 5:04 a.m. Sun rises in about an hour. The fish that we're after are best under the cover of darkness, so we're gonna make a move and use the rest of this darkness hopefully to our advantage. Well guys, we got ourselves an eastern mosquitofish there. Not what we're after at this spot, but it's another species to add to our repertoire for the day. Go ahead and unhook this guy. Sun is coming out and we don't have much darkness left to hide behind. Well, we got ourselves yet another species. This is a largemouth bass. Once again, not what we were after. Checking these shallow root-filled areas for mud minnows and mad toms, but no luck yet. But we got a little bass there. All right, guys, I think that is going to do it for today. Unfortunately, we did not find any more new species, so we are left at 3 new species for the day. It's just about 6:20 in the morning. As you can see, the sun has pretty much fully risen. It is a lot brighter out than when I first started. I got started around 12:40 a.m. It is now 6:20 a.m. like I said. Caught 3 new species for my life list. Number 134, 135, and 136. Those being the pirate perch, which is the first new species we caught. The Delmarva Sculpin, which is technically a split of the Blue Ridge Sculpin. It's not yet to be described as its own species yet, but pretty much everything is leaning that way. And since I count splits for my life list, we're adding it as its own species. And number 136, the surprise catch of the day, was the American eel. Not a rare catch by any means, but cool to see an eel in hand for the first time. I have not caught an American eel before, obviously, so that's why it's lifer number 136. Very slimy those fellas are. But other than that, we caught Redbreast Sunfish, Bluegill, Largemouth Bass, Eastern Mosquitofish. I think that's just about it. I saw a couple species of darter that could have been new for me, but they did not take the bait. I didn't see any Mad Toms, unfortunately, so couldn't add those to the life list, but we have other spots for those that might be more likely. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. It was a long night of fishing for me, so I'm probably gonna go home and take a nap, and hopefully probably fish again on Thursday. Maybe make another road trip, probably back into Maryland. So probably fish somewhere where I can get my hands on a rainbow darter, hopefully. So once again, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, be sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys on the next episode of the Ville Outdoors.